Hey there, Disney dreamers and pals. Welcome back to the Disney Magical Mindset Podcast, where we help you unlock the magic within and bring a little Disney into your everyday life. I'm Ruben, your Disney Magic mentor, and if you've ever felt that post-Disney sadness, you know what I'm talking about, the Disney blues, I want you to know you are not alone, and I am here for you. But here's the good news. I've got some great news for you. Just because you leave Disneyland or Walt Disney World or any Disney park doesn't mean Disneyland or the Disney magic has to leave you. Today, I'm sharing 5 powerful ways to overcome the Disney blues and keep the magic alive in your everyday life. So whether you're counting down to your next trip or just missing that feeling, this episode is for you. And I'm so excited for this because I know that everyone who is a Disney fan or who has stepped into a Disney park understands the feeling of what it is to experience some Disney blues, don't you? You know what it's like. In fact, when I go to Disneyland, and I go often, I never want to leave. It's one of those feelings, it's hard to explain, right? But you get it. Those of you who have been to Disney Park, Disneyland, Disney World, you understand the feeling of not wanting to leave. And so how do we continue to experience the magic well after we have left a Disney park? This is what drives me to this Disney magic. This right here, this episode that we're going to talk about is what gets me so excited. And it's why I do what I do. It's why I have my Instagram platform. It's why I love sharing the magic. It's why I desire to share with you and help you live and experience this Disney magic, because I want you to know that as great as it is to go to a Disney park, and believe me, it's great. I love it. I want you to believe today that you have the ability and the power to experience the magic when you're gone. I know you want to be in a Disney park. I do too. If I could be there right now, I would. But the reality is, and the truth is that we won't always be able to go to Disneyland or Disney World. And some of you don't get a chance to go, but maybe a couple times a year. And some of you have never been or don't get the opportunity to go often, and you haven't been in a while. And so I just want to encourage you today and just help you and me experience the magic of what we get in a Disney park when we're home, when we're at work, like when we're with our kids. Like, you can experience the magic, and I'm going to show you how today. Are you ready? Here we go. Here's the first thing we have to do if we're going to overcome the Disney blues. Here's what you have to do. This is so important. Number 1, this is the first thing on the list. It's all about mindset. The first tip I want to share with you to overcome the Disney blues is to remember this. You have to shift your mindset. I've been talking about this for the longest time, and I will continue to share this with you. You may not be able to be in Disneyland right now at this moment, but it doesn't mean that Disneyland cannot live in you. Remember, and you're going to hear me say this so many times to the point where you might get sick of it, but I'm going to keep telling you anyhow. The magic is not just something you search for and you get at a Disney park, because you are the magic. And here's why. The magic lives in you. This mindset is so powerful. And this is why it's so powerful. Because you and I know that there's something about being physically in a Disney park that being at home will not give me. We know this, right? It's not something that I need to explain to you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There's nothing like being or stepping foot in a Disney park. Right. We know this, right? There's nothing I can do to convince you otherwise. But here's where I want to challenge you. And here's where I want to take you and remind you that your mind is a powerful thing, right? I want you to know that mindset is so key. And this is going to be so important because here's what also I want for you. I want you to be able to be filled with so much magic, right? That this joy of Disney and living this out in your life, that when you get to a Disney park or you have the opportunity to step into Disneyland, Walt Disney World, or any of the international Disney parks, that it just enhances your magic because you weren't waiting. Ooh, this is so good. Watch this. You weren't waiting to get to a park in order to experience the magic. You knew how to experience the magic outside of a park. Do you hear what I'm saying? And so now when you get to a Disneyland or Walt Disney World, you're just living out of the magical overflow that you've been experiencing in your own personal life. This is the power of mindset. And this is what I want to share with you. Disney isn't just a place. It's a feeling. I really believe this. It's a way of seeing the world. And that means you don't have to be standing on Main Street, USA, to feel the magic, as great as that is, listening to the Dapper Dans. I've already established with you. We've already talked about how being physically in the park, nothing can compare to being in Disneyland like being in my living room, right? There's no comparison. But we're talking about feeling and mindset and the power of our mind. Remember this, you are always moving in the direction of your strongest thoughts. Whatever you magnify is going to become your focus. And so this is what I want you to get away from this today. I want you to understand that the mindset that you have is so magical that you don't have to be standing in Disneyland or riding Thunder Mountain or the Matterhorn and messing up your back, as great as it is. And believe me, like I'm counting down, and we're going to talk about that, to my next Disneyland visit. But here's what I want you to think about. What makes Disney so special? What makes Disneyland so special? Is it just the rides, the churros, the fireworks? Or is it the joy, wonder, and excitement that Disney creates inside of you? Yes, it's those things. I love those things. But let's not forget the power of the way it makes you and me feel when we're in Disneyland. And here's the thing. There are times when I go to Disneyland by myself, and sometimes I won't even get on rides. As great as the rides are, But this is exactly my point. It's the way it makes me feel. Just being there, sitting on a bench, or being there, walking the park, and dreaming and reminiscing, and just thinking about this magical experience that I'm getting to live. You know, I truly believe that when Walt Disney built Disneyland, and we can talk about all the reasons why, and you know. You've heard them before. He wanted to create a place where children, families, parents can have fun together. I also believe that Walt desired to create his own magic kingdom, to in some ways relive some of the childhood that he lost, and to create this magic kingdom where he could be the king of this palace, right? This kingdom. But I also think that Walt wanted you and me to know that every time we go to his park, to visit Disneyland, that we can leave with that magic, that the imagination, the hope, the joy, the feeling of laughter and this childlike wonder never has to leave you and me. I firmly believe that Walt desired for us to know that it wasn't just only at Disneyland that we could experience this kind of magic, because it's within you. So instead of focusing on what you don't have, which is often easy to do, isn't it? Like not being in the parks, ask yourself, how can I live the magic today? That simple shift will change everything, I promise. All right, let's go on to the second tip, the second thing that we're going to do to beat the Disney blues. And the second is to create your own Disney atmosphere at home. You got to make your own magic kingdom. All right, so you've gone to Disneyland, to Disney World. We've experienced the parks together. Now it's time to go home. This is where you make your magic kingdom. This is where you bring it home. Because if you can't be in the parks, guess what? This is what I've been saying. Disneyland lives in you. You can bring it with you. I love transforming my space into a little slice of Disney magic. And trust me, it's easier than you think. It's not that hard to bring some of that magic into your home. In fact, man, if we could, I would love. Do you remember that show? I think it was called MTV Cribs, where we could, you would watch episodes where they would go to different homes of stars and they would show their homes. I would love to do a series. Can you imagine if we did like a podcast series or we did an Instagram series, reels on coming to Disney, the Disney community people, their homes, and just seeing the magic that's in your homes? I bet you it would blow everybody away. This is probably one of the easiest things to do. You know, in my home, especially my office, I have my Disney memorabilia. I love collecting vintage Disney things like ticket books, and I have my Walt Disney Dreamer statue. I have stuff from the Walt Disney Studios. I mean, I'm just looking at it right now. I'm looking behind me, Peter Pan things, of course. I love going on eBay and finding Disney vintage stuff. You can do this. It is so simple. And guess what? Some of the stuff, it doesn't even cost a lot. I've gotten so many beautiful Disney treasures that I brought home that were inexpensive. My Disney old school 1999 Peter Pan Disney figures like Captain Hook and Peter Pan cost me less than $10. So start with something simple. Play Disney music throughout your day. Some of you shared such beautiful, amazing things that you do to create your own magic kingdom, whether that's your 20 million coffee mugs that are Disney that you have there in your cupboard, right? Perhaps there are different soundtracks of Disney movies that you love. Maybe it's the ambient sounds of Main Street. You know, they have like YouTube videos and people who walk the parks. Like sometimes I'll have that in my background, like when you're working. You know, last year I picked up a record player to play my vinyls. My mom just found so many Disney vinyls. I'm like, go mom. And so she's going to share those with me. And let's not forget Disney inspired food. Have you ever tried making a homemade Dole Whip? Or the famous churros? I think you can only actually get those ones in Disneyland. But recreating your favorite Disney snack, there's something special about bringing those flavors into your home. It's like a little bite of the magic. And some of you are really good. Like I see what you share on Instagram and I'm like, oh, these people have built their magic kingdom. It looks awesome, from Disney merch to scented candles to watching your favorite Disney vlogs, looking at film and videos, posts from the past, and just sharing this magic together where we get to see what all of us are doing. It's just beautiful. You might be surprised. And so I'm just here to remind you how much magic you bring, how much magic you actually have with you right now. I'm telling you, you have so much magic. I'm so thrilled for you. And if I could, I wish I could do a tour of where you are right now. The point is this: Disney isn't just a destination. It's an experience you can create wherever you are. Do you hear me? Wherever you are. So start small and then go crazy with your Disney treasure. And then when you're ready to sell, let me know. Give me a call and I'll be there to help alleviate some of that the Disney treasure, right? That heavy Disney treasure you got. I'll be there to come to the rescue. All right, number 3. Here's the third tip I want to share with you to help alleviate, right? To help beat the Disney blues. Number 3, share the magic with others. This is so powerful. One of the best ways to feel the Disney magic again and again is to share it with others. When you help someone else feel the magic, guess what happens? It comes alive for you. It chases after you too. This is so beautiful. It's so precious to think of the magic that we get to experience by sharing it with other people. For me, that's a big reason why I do what I do with this podcast and Instagram and what I'm planning to do. I'll share some more with you a little bit later. I get to relive my favorite Disney memories by sharing them with all of you, by doing what I'm doing right now. And when I see how it inspires and excites fellow Disney fans like you and me in this Disney community, it reminds me that the magic isn't gone. It's just evolving. It's growing. It's becoming more amazing. When I give that magic away, it comes back. You can do this too. You don't have to have a big platform. You don't have to have a podcast to just share the magic with other people, with friends, with family, stories from your Disney experiences. Maybe plan a Disney movie night with family. Introduce someone new to classic Disney films or an attraction history or some of those nostalgic Disney rides, right? The more you share the magic, guess what? The more you feel it. And if you don't have a lot of Disney loving friends, because I know there could be some of those friends that don't get your Disney, guess what? There's a humongous, amazing Disney community online. This whole Disney community on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, you will find your people. I will promise you that. People who share your passion, who love Disney, who go to the parks often, who don't go to the parks as often, but get to experience it together with one another, right? Find that group, interact with Disney creators on social media. I'm telling you, you will feel this connection to the magic in a whole new way. In fact, some of my amazing friends today, like friends, I'm telling you, that will be friends for a lifetime, friends that are like family. Guess where I found them? In this Disney community. And so I just want to encourage you, if you haven't done that yet, if you're not active on your social media accounts, it's time. Like, start to make Disney friends. They're there. They're amazing. They will love on you. And it may just be one of the best decisions of your Disney life by reaching out, sharing the magic with others, and experiencing it for yourself. Number 4, this is so important. The 4th tip to help you and me break the Disney blues, right? Beat the Disney blues, is to avoid the comparison trap. Hear me now. There's no magic in that. It's easy to see others visiting the parks regularly, getting invited to Disney events, or doing things you wish you could do, right? Have you seen that before? And I'm telling you, this is extremely important, because if you do this, if you engage in the comparison trap, it will suck the magic away. In fact, it will make the Disney blues a whole lot worse. And this is a big one, because in today's social media world, it's so easy to see others constantly posting about their Disney trips, right? And then you start feeling like you're missing out. So maybe you see those influencers that you follow and you love them. They're doing amazing things in the parks every week, and you wish you could experience Disney the same way that someone else does. But here's the thing. Your Disney experience is yours, YOURS, and it's special because it's yours. It's your magic. So yes, there's nothing wrong with experiencing the magic from others, but don't ever underestimate or take away the magic that you bring yourself. Instead of focusing on what others are doing, focus on what you have, the memories you've made, the moments that were special to you. Gratitude is the key to beating comparison. And it is so easy to leave like a Disney park and then start comparing how we're not there anymore, or start comparing that others are there, they're going to beat us to it, or, getting jealous because we don't get to experience it the way someone else does. And we miss out on appreciating the fact that we actually were able to experience some Disney magic in a Disney park. And you want to know why this is important? Because there are some people who have never stepped into a Disney park. There are some people that share with me, via DMs that they wish they can go to a Disney park or Disneyland or Disney World, but they can't afford it. And many people, as I'm sure you know, never get to visit a Disney park at all. Or if they do, it's maybe every couple of years or every once in a while. Or maybe for those who do visit Disney parks, it's only a couple times a year. And some people, they don't have the opportunity to be magic key holders or pass holders. So all I'm saying is every trip you take is a gift. Every trip is a gift. And when you stop wishing you had someone else's Disney experience and start appreciating your own, you'll see just how much magic you already have. Finally, number 5, we've reached the end here of the ways to beat the Disney blues. Here's the 5th tip I want to share with you. Plan your next adventure. That's right. Just around the river bend. You know that? Waiting just around the river bend. That's it right there. One of the best ways to shake off the Disney blues is to start planning your next adventure. Maybe it's that Disney trip that you're planning. Isn't it special? Something about writing it down, putting it in the calendar, getting your hotels, talking to your Disney travel planner, making arrangements, and just preparing for this magical experience. I'll never forget last year, we went to Walt Disney World. We hadn't been there for a while. We were there on vacation with the family. And I'm telling you, the anticipation of leading up to our Disney World vacation was so amazing. This is the beauty of adventure. This is what keeps the Disney magic going, is planning and preparing for your beautiful Disney experience, right? That's the way you kick the Disney blues, is planning your next adventure. And here's the thing that we have to remember. Maybe you're not going to a Disney park anytime soon. I got good news for you. Then plan your Disney adventure at home, because this is what we've been saying this entire time. You don't have to be in a Disney park in order to experience the Disney magic. So plan it at home. Maybe you have a Disney game night with the family that you're going to plan. You're going to tell everybody, hey, on this day, we're having a Disney party at home, and you're going to plan for that. Or maybe it's a classic films night where you're going to just watch a couple of Disney classic films like Peter Pan. Maybe it's a night where you're going to be inspired to cook Disney meals. Whatever it is, make it a big event and just plan something at home. And it will be one of the most awesome, cool experiences to bring the magic, planning the magic at home. And then make sure you invite me too. All right, listen, the magic isn't just in the destination. It's in the anticipation. So start dreaming, start planning, and let that excitement keep the Disney magic alive. So there you have it, 5 ways to beat the Disney blues. Let's do a quick recap before we end today. Number 1, right? Shift your mindset. Remember, the magic is within you because you are the magic. Number 2, create your own Disney atmosphere, your own Disney Wonderland. Play Disney music, decorate, bring the parks to you. Number 3, share the magic with others. Whether online or in person, spreading the magic keeps the magic going with you. Number 4, avoid the comparison trap. Focus on gratitude. Focus on gratitude. Focus on gratitude, not what others are doing. And number 5, the last one, plan your next adventure just around the river bend. Whether it's a park trip or a Disney day at home, give yourself something to look forward to. The magic isn't just in Disneyland or Disney World. It's in the way you see the world, in the joy you create, and in the memories you hold on to. That's real magic right there. If you love this episode, please be sure to subscribe. I would really love for you to leave a review. It would mean so much to me. And if you share it with others as well, There are so many others who are missing out on this Disney magical mindset, and I would love for you to help me spread this magic. A little extra pixie dust today. Remember, just because you leave Disney or Disneyland or Disney World doesn't mean that Disney magic has to leave you. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and remember, you are the magic because the magic is in you.